Hey guys, Ash Rachel Legends. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you're going through something and you need it out there today. Today, I have fallen in love. I have fallen in love!
Keep it in your pants, Santiago.
With another epic champion here on the channel. Honestly, it's been a while since we've done like an epic kind of spotlight, an unsung hero. We've done this on a few in the past here on the channel, but this dude, he's special. I just did a 2-hour video recorded about a week ago. Every epic worth maxing or whatever in 2025, worth taking to 6 stars. And I kind of glossed over this dude. And subsequently, I built him. Well, I already had him like maxed, but I put like gear on him, right? Just to really try to put some decent gear on him, you know, for an endgame account, of course. And man, he blew me away. As stage after stage of Faction Wars hard mode, I would not have been able to complete without him, or at the very least, let's be real, he made it a hell of a lot easier. So before we unveil, I want to ask you some personal advice. You guys mind? Fast forward 30 seconds if you don't care. Guys, I'm obviously here by myself in a little studio, right? No one around. I spend all my time with my kiddo, right? And I don't really have any, like, my social life as I've gone into my 40s here is degraded a little bit. So I don't know. I like nerdy stuff. Go figure. I'm covering Raid Shadow Legends. But I was thinking like, maybe, what do you guys do? What do you guys do who are in the same shoes as me, right? For about a decade, I was cool with it. Cool with like just doing my own thing. But now I feel like I need a hobby or something. I don't know, like a book club, but like, I don't know. They're all lame, right? I don't know. Or like a Dungeons and Dragons, but would I like that? I don't know. Like a D&D group? Maybe Magic, the Friday Night Magic. I used to do that a lot. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Who's the champion, guys? Who's the champion? This guy shut up and just tell me who the champion is. Sure, I will. It's Ethlen the Golden. Oh my word. Oh my word. This dude, here's the weird thing, and actually one of the good things about Faction Wars, right? Hard mode, is champions like Ethlen the Golden. Really cool champion, cool design, really interesting kit. But man, where are you gonna use this guy, right? Like, this is the problem. I would love to sit here and be like, S-tier champion. But for him to be an S-tier champion, he needs to be utilized in a lot of different areas of the game. To me, the versatility of a champion is a huge factor there. But I just really love this dude. Attack one enemy, put a shield on this champion, heals this champion as well, which is nice because he's kind of very squishy. Let's be real, 13k HP. Yeah, paralyzing strike though. Oh my god, this ability is nasty. AoE times 2, 2.1 multipliers there, but it's a times 2 hitter. He's void affinity. You don't have to worry about weak hits. More on that in a moment. First hit, block active skills for 2 turns. That's 100%. Man, 100% block active skills is so damn handy. Whether you're trying to neutralize a mythical champion anywhere in the game, now there's mythicals and waves, right? But even in the arena, and it also smacks. Second hit has a 100% chance of placing a true fear if enemies are not under block active skills. Lame, honestly. I mean, I don't like the conditional debuffs where if one doesn't land, unless it's like one that can't land on some bosses, which I guess that would be the case with block active skills. However, same thing with True Fear. I digress. Here's the really cool thing about this dude, though. Glimmering Gold, his A3, is his self-buffs. He brings his own increased accuracy, which obviously we need on the A2. So he brings his own, thus alleviating the necessity to build him with a bunch of accuracy. You can build him as a nuker, and a little bit of accuracy will go a long way because he brings his own buff, along with increased crit damage, along with an extra turn. Ooh, that's huge. You know how I love extra turns? Extra turns strategically used, and this goes with any champion, obviously. It can be used to reduce the cooldown of the A2 to a 3 turn later on in the battle. Strike at the heart. This is what really puts him over the top when it comes to damage dealing, when it comes to nukage. It's one of my favorite epic nukers, man. He's grown so much on me, and you'll see why in a moment. It ignores 10% of defense when attacking support, defense, and HP champions. Doesn't work against bosses. So what is he? He's a lockout wave clearer, right? I don't love the versatility, but I love what he does. What he does well. Accuracy in all battles on the aura as well. So man, if you're ever looking for a damage dealer, Centranos, Secret Rooms, but especially Faction Wars Hard, I had to wait almost a week to record this video because I had to wait till High Elves Faction Wars opened up again, right? Check it out, right? Defeat 3 enemies while your champions are under 7 or more buffs. Don't mind the team. I had to stock it with a bunch of buffers, so I know it's like, yeah, Star Sage and fine. Of course, Ash, of course, it's going to be great. But look at what Ethlen does, right? There isn't any champions out there who can kill everybody. Well, I shouldn't say in one shot, I should say, excuse me. Now, here's the weird thing. I was using Ethos. Ethos is a freaking Void legendary, and his damage was comparable, right? I have a fully awakened Ethos as well as an empowered Ethos too, and that's what first got my attention. I'm like, wait, I don't remember this dude doing that much damage. Are you serious? He's benefiting from some Fina buffs as well, so he has everything he needs. You know, he brings his own increased crit damage, the whole nine. Anyway, check this out, guys. Check out my man here. Boom! This is level, what, 340? These guys are level 345. When I tried it in rehearsal, he cleared it all in one shot. But still, are you kidding me? I completed the 3 buffs just like that. That's it. I mean, obviously, OP team. I get it. But Ethlen, I mean, this is an epic champion on stage 20. Level 345 mobs here, right? Can't see their HP here. But anyway, but check this out, guys. Check this out. Obviously, I'm going to use them against the end stage, right? And I'm gonna complete faction wars with you guys right now. Defeat 3+ enemies using ally attack or counterattack skills. Sure, I used them there. Why not? Why not? I can put the counterattack on Fina, but either way, with an ally attacker, I used Lana Theral as well, right? In combination with him, it was an easy kill. His A1 smacks 2. His A1 is a 3.4 multiplier, right? Really solid. And again, don't have to worry about weak hits. Stage 17. I'm like, okay, I need an all void team. The easy way on these don't land any weak hit levels. The easy way is just stack your team with all void champions and you're good to go, right? But of course, sometimes even me with a lot of champions on my account, it's not that easy, right? You need to put better support champions, revivers. You need to put, you know, regular affinity champions on. So I had a combination, I think, with him. But either way, he was able to do the damage. I didn't even have to worry about weak hits. He basically disintegrated everybody. Then I was able to cycle back to his nuke faster. 16. Grant 5+ extra turns. My man has an extra turn on his A3. He was my extra turn champion. You guys are seeing the theme here. I found it shocking how many stages, especially the most difficult stages, I was relying on an epic, Ethlen the Golden. Man, I really like this dude. I really like this dude. Have I mentioned that I like this champion? He hits harder than what's-her-face, the freebie that we just got, right? Lemonissi. All right, let's go ahead and clear this, guys. Here, of course, the downs. Actually, before I clear it, guys, let me just show you him in the arena. I'm not gonna lie. In the arena, not quite the same. Not quite the same as in wave content, which is weird because usually you're attacking champions, not bosses. You'd think he'd be pretty good. The cool thing about him in the arena, he's not an endgame arena champion, obviously. He doesn't have any buff removal or anything like that. But look at Lazarius over there just chilling, right? Well, they have a cleanser on the team, so we're not going to lock him out, though. We're just going to kill him. He does some pretty nice damage. Don't have to worry about affinities. I'll tell you what, I would use this guy. If I was just progressing and I pulled this guy, he might just be my main nuker on my account, right? We all know Freya is one of the tankiest champions in the game. Tankiest legendaries, certainly, in the game. And that A1, you saw, I mean, it probably didn't blow you away because, again, it's a super tanky champion here. And frickin' Fabian's going to ruin my whole damn video here. Or at least the arena portion. But you guys saw. Let's neutralize Fabian, please. Oh, golly. All right, all right. Now I want the kill, damn it. Now I want the kill. You're going to, okay. Give the turn to Arby. She's going to go in there. It's going to, okay, perfect. Come back around. He's going to True Fear. Fabian's I don't mind nothing bothers me about Fabian, right? Obviously, I have Fabian, right? So do a lot of you guys, I'm sure. But nothing bothers me about this dude except for the revive. It just it adds insult to injury on Fabian, doesn't it? I can't believe Fabian's going to single-handedly take my whole team out here. All right. So much for that arena showcase. Damn it, Ash, you ruined everything. Let me go on one more team here. Let's show you what that should have been. Mountain King, Alsgore. I love Alsgore Crimson Helm, by the way. Super underrated champion. We don't have to worry about affinity. What? They're all force affinity. Cute. Look at that damage, man. Honestly, the numbers aren't huge, but he's ignoring defense on the passive as well as Helm Smasher, as well as, well, everything else. So I put him in that same build that I used for the Lemonici review that we did here. The exact same gear. Cruel and Savage gear with some pinpoint. I built him with 394 accuracy, which is probably overkill, obviously well beyond crit capped. I built him with a little bit of speed. You can see the total stats there. So they're certainly very good, his total stats. But again, speed, attack on the chest, and then we have crit damage with some crit rate. Malefic, Talon on him, and then we went down and we picked up Helm Smasher on the Masteries. All right, let's go ahead and go in and wreck some stuff in Faction Wars before I let you guys go. I just like this dude, man. Can you tell? Can you tell? Let me know, by the way, if you guys want to see any other kind of niche-y type reviews on epics. I did a couple come to my mind. I've done a million of them, obviously, throughout the years, but a couple come to mind that were really fun for me. One of them was on Wuji. Right? In this circumstance, by the way, I'm not going to use the A3. I'm going to open up with the A2 so I can reduce the cooldown of the A3 on my next move, right? What was I saying? Oh, I did one on Wuji that was really fun. Shadowkin epic. I've done one on Ferrix. Is that her name? Ferrix? Is that a Zelda enemy? I don't know. My son is so into Zelda right now, so I'm going to go ahead and use the A3, get an extra turn, and I'm going to take my turn, kill UDK, and I'm already, one turn away from the AoE. It will be fresh to go on our next wave, right? So I'm going to come at you guys. I'm not going to keep you guys with me for a minute. Ferrix was insane. Not a good champion, but insane in terms of the damage. She has the highest epic multiplier in the game at a 9.3 multiplier. Are you kidding me? Not a great champion, but still. Okay. Turn meter boost. Going to go ahead and do this. Rinse and repeat here. What you got, Ethlen? Ethlen, again, we're going to use that A2. Beautiful. Beautiful. Neutralize the mythicals. The only complaint I have here is, dude, honestly, makes it look pretty easy, right? Now, a lot of this, I shouldn't say a lot of it, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. Fina coming through with the damage boost vis-a-vis her passive is certainly helpful, you know, but she also brings the increased attack, but he brings his own increased crit damage. He does need the increased attack, which is noteworthy here. So I'm going to chip through this wave because it's not going to be that exciting to watch. Be right back. Actually, we might be able to wipe him on this very next move. Boom. Again, Ethlen just deleting everybody. Isn't that insane? This little epic. This is stage 20 freaking hard Faction Wars. Unbelievable. This guy smacks. And I love the lockout. Don't have to worry about mythicals. Don't have to worry about anybody. All the moves where Faction Wars 2. I didn't even cover all the Faction War levels that I use this dude on, right? The levels where it's like, don't let your opponents use an active skill. He's perfect there too. Block active skills, right? How many epics have an AoE block active skills? I'm going to tell you in a moment. I'm not going to sit here and make you guys wait for me. But there it goes. Easy. All right, let's clear this. Stage 21, defeat in 200 turns or less. I don't know. Should I just run the same team and see if Ethlen... You know what? Let's run Ethlen, but we need another damage dealer. Let's get rid of Arbiter and put in... I don't know. Who would you guys go with here? Let's put in... I'm tempted to go Ethos, but I have... I've been kind of muling gear around so much. How about Yannicka? Yeah, all right, let me build. Be right back. All right, guys, are you ready for this? Stage 21, but how about this? How about this? You want to guess how many epics in all of Raid Shadow Legends have an AoE block active skills? 1. Ethlen the Golden. That's it. That is it. Fenix has it, but that's only if he doesn't land block buffs on every target, so it's conditional. But that's it. It's Fenix and Ethlen. Ethlen's the only dude with it guaranteed. That is the one. An army of one. He's got it. All right. Let's see how we do here, guys. I'm going to try this full auto like the lazy SOB that I am. I'll come back to you guys when we get to the boss. All right, guys, here we are against the boss. It all comes down to this. All right. So, I don't know. What is your best and worst version of these bosses, guys? Let me know. Block active skills landed without the increased accuracy on the 2 minions here. I just, you know what, honestly, if any of you guys have even gotten to the bosses yet, it's so overtuned that I feel like for a lot of players, it's like, yeah, nice to even be experiencing one of these bosses. But I will say this, because eventually everybody's going to be there, is, oh man, actually, yeah, I kind of want to remove everything here. I'm going to chance it. The bosses with the life swap, man, those are so hard because you have to kill them within 200 turns and the whole 9, right? So anyway, let's chip away at these minions first. Generally the better strategy, because once those minions are down, I feel like it's kind of smoother sailing from there. And we have plenty of turns to go here, so let's see if we can clear this stage out. Let's land a stun. And I know, yeah, hell, when you have Star Sage freaking Galathir, Ash, it's a hell of a lot easier. Yeah, guilty as charged. I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree. Okay, I'm curious to see the overall damage discrepancy between Yannicka and Ethlen. I expect Yannicka to have a lot more damage because she has an AoE ×2 on her A1. She also, oh, taunt. She also has the 2 AoEs in her kit. But I don't know. We'll see. It might be interesting. Again, taunt. We'll go A1. That will be an AoE. Yannicka is a pretty underrated, I feel, campaign farmable champion. This boss really hits hard, and you can see those heals on the minions. I mean, we're not doing much work on them at all, right? So we really need to get to our Reviver Star Sage's base form here. But I actually want to get greedy and remove those buffs first. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's buff up with Tatura Rhymehide instead. Let's go in there with another nuke, this time without the buffs. Doing some damage, though. Not a ton of damage, though, against the boss, right? It's just really, he's more of a wave expert, you know, versus or specialist is a better word than expert. Man, relentless gear in your supports, as you can see with Star Sage, just a huge game changer, right? All right, I think I can let this team go for a little bit. Let them cook, right? We only have 80 turns to go, though. I don't know. I think heal reduction would be very helpful. That smite is doing big-time damage, right? Okay. Come on. Finish this. Nice AoE block active skills again. Going in there, doing some work. Just can't get rid of those minions. I could have used Ethos alongside Ethlen, but I still think it will be interesting. Or we're going against Void Affinity here for the bulk of the battle. I still think it will be very interesting to see how Ethlen does damage-wise. Nice counterattacks there by Yannicka, though. A lot of AoE. Even a little bit of damage from Tatura Rhymehide. I don't think I have him built for damage, per se. But anyway, even it'll be interesting to see the healing that he's able to give himself, right? The healing and the shield. Ooh, that A1 hit really hard there against the boss, didn't it? And now the AoE. Nice damage there. Okay. We pick up Yannicka. Coming back in there. I just got to be very careful and take it off auto in a moment here, because the one thing we don't want is for someone to die right before we're about to kill this big fella, right? All right, we're taking it off auto. Join me, guys. Join me in completing a faction war for the first time. Here we go. Okay, everybody's nice and healthy. We got lockout on both the minions. Nothing to worry about there. Everything's looking cool. Coup de la. There we go. Boom. Extra turn. Another AoE. Hell yeah, Yannicka. Doing a hell of a job for a farmable champion, right? Hand it to Ethlen. Yeah, sure. We'll buff up first. Tatura, get in there. Ethlen, you want to get that kill shot, buddy? Should I try? I'm going to try the A1. Call me a dum-dum. I'm going to try that A1 again. Boom. Last time I hit a 200,000. Not bad. Not bad. Yannicka, last shot. Ooh, no. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I could have used a smite right there, couldn't I have? We get a... Okay, there it is. He gets it done. He gets it done. Stage 21 done. 7 million damage. Man, dude, he's a beast. Granted, I did feed some of those buffs, to be fair, from Fina to Ethlen. But a +4 empowered Yannicka as well. I have a 5-star awakened on my Ethlen as well. But man, I just had to share this champion with you. Because again, even if you can't use them right now necessarily in Faction Wars Hard, this guy will be huge for you. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video, guys. Ethlen the Golden, my new favorite epic nuker, at least for this week. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.